everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Louisa if you're new here, and today I'm going to be exploring the positive and negative sides of the That Girl TikTok trend. I make mostly fashion and lifestyle content, but I thought I would try and do a commentary just because I have a lot of opinions on this topic, and I actually have already spoken about it in one of my past videos, but I thought because I have a lot more to say, I'll do an entire video dedicated to it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and I will definitely do more commentaries in the future. So I have lots of notes on my laptop, so if it looks like I'm reading from a laptop, I am, just because I don't want to lose track of the video. As I've already said, I'm going to be exploring why so many people love this trend, and it's obvious that many people like it because it's all over TikTok. Genuinely, if you search up That Girl on TikTok, maybe like 1,000 videos or more will come up. So if you haven't seen them, I definitely recommend looking at them before you watch this video because otherwise you won't know what I'm talking about. In the second half of this video, I'm going to try and understand why a lot of people don't like this trend and what the toxic side to it is, because it does seem to be quite toxic and lots of other people have made videos about it. So I'll link some more down below if you want to watch some more videos about it. So, there are many negatives to the That Girl trend, but I want to begin the video by talking about some of the positives. Just to be clear, this video isn't a bash on anyone who likes the That Girl trend, who is that girl, who wants to become that girl, or anyone who makes that girl content. I just want to take a deep dive and explore what the negatives are about this trend. So sometimes the videos that I see on my TikTok For You page are really good because they actually motivate me to get up and do my work. They really helped me when I was studying for my IB exams, as it made work kind of seem like an empowering and almost fun thing to do. Like, I'd see a lot of people with really nice aesthetically pleasing workspaces, you know, with their cups of tea or matcha, and it made me actually want to do my work, and I was like, you know what, I can make this fun and it can make me feel good that I've done it. So that's definitely a positive to the trend. It can be very motivating. Another classic characteristic of That Girl is she does exercise, and I do again think that this is a good thing because obviously it's a good thing to move your body daily, whether it's going on a walk or whether it's going to the gym or anything like that. So yes, I do think that it motivates you to go and move your body as long as it doesn't become too obsessive. Another thing that I like about it is it really makes you romanticize your life. It makes you find pleasure in even the tiniest little things like making breakfast, which I think is something that's really nice. Because I never thought before that having a boring revision day at home could be something that I could actually enjoy. But by the end of it, when I was actually trying to be positive and that girl, when it came to doing my revision, I was actually like, you know what, I like doing revision because I can make it fun and romanticize it. And then the final reason that I do think that this trend is positive is because it prompts you to become more independent and to focus on yourself. For me, a lot of my life has been putting other people in front of me, and it made me realise that I need to focus on myself before I can focus on anyone else. So those are some of the positives that I could think of. I'm sure there are a lot more, and if you watch some of the videos that I'll link down below, I'm sure that those creators will have a lot more reasons why the That Girl trend can be positive. But the focus of this video is going to be on the negatives. And what I talk about is not going to be the same as what I spoke about in my last video, which was called Getting My Life Together. And it's going to be much more of an analysis almost. So I have two main things that I can think of that are problematic. And the first one is that it suggests that you need money to be successful. Okay, so I'm gonna just list a few of the things that you would need money for to become that girl. So you need money for an apartment with a view. In all of the videos, the people always have really nice apartments in big cities like New York, Boston, London, anything like that. And for a normal average working person, that is so unattainable. Like, a flat in London is probably around at least £1 million. So to go to the gym, you obviously need a gym membership, or you need to pay money to attend yoga classes or spin classes, which again all add up. I also see that they often eat really healthy and organic food, and you may not know, but organic and healthy food is actually more expensive than just normal food that you can buy in any supermarket. For example, a classic thing is they drink oat milk lattes, and oat milk is actually a lot more expensive than cow's milk. So oat milk is £1.89 and cow's milk is 30p. And obviously £1.89 doesn't seem like a lot, but when it adds up, it's actually a lot more expensive than just putting semi-skimmed cow milk in your tea. And they also always have amazing like skincare and beauty products, and some of them are so expensive. Like, a lot of them have Charlotte Tilbury or really nice skincare brands like Drunk Elephant, The Ordinary, and all of these things are so expensive. And then this is a little bit extra, but even the phones that they take these videos on cost money. And like, one phone can be almost £1,000, so Again, that's something to factor in. So then I did a little bit more analysis because I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across one of those classic That Girl videos. It was really aesthetically pleasing. She had a really nice view from her apartment. She had a MacBook, an Apple Watch, she ate really healthy food, she had really good quality skincare, and she had some really nice pricey workout clothes. I thought it would be really interesting to work out how much money it would have cost her to create this video and then to compare it to the average weekly salary of a person living in the UK. I just want to say that I'm not doing this out of spite and I'm not giving the girl any hate, as I'm also quite lucky to have some of the things that she had in the video. I just thought it would be an interesting way to show how being that girl seems to require loads of money, and of course to show off my IB math skills. Okay, so I did some calculations in my handy notebook. And I basically wrote a list of all of the things that I saw in the video and then Googled how much all of the things were. This is gonna sound like I'm being a stalker, but I saw in one of her comments that it was like, oh, this is in Vancouver. So I Googled what a nice apartment in Vancouver was, just to make it as accurate as possible. The Vancouver apartment would be around £1,050 for a month's rent. And then she had a MacBook, which is £1,187. Then she had a Lululemon top, which is £45. Then she had the pair of the Lululemon classic leggings, which are £88. She had an Apple Watch, which is £370. And then she had a jade roller and a gua sha, and I kind of estimated that a set of those would be about £15. Then she had a journal, which is £23. Then she had a separate agenda, which is £23. And then she had some skincare, and I estimated that the products were £10.50, £47 and £6.25. And then I estimated that her food would be around £10, but now thinking about it, that's probably a little bit generous. Like, I think it would be more than £10 for all of those things. And then she had a blender, which I Googled was £70. I just estimated, I just searched up what the price of a NutriBullet was and I just went with that. So that cost comes out to £2,944 and 75p, which is obviously a lot of money. So then I Googled what the average weekly salary was for a working Brit, and that is £585 and 50p. Just to make it easier, I rounded the numbers up, so the first one would be £3,000, and then the average weekly salary I rounded up to £600. So if you do 3,000 divided by 600, that is 5, which shows that you need to work for 5 weeks to be able to afford everything in this That Girl video. And just to clarify, this That Girl video was only her morning routine. So that's a bit of empirical evidence for you all, and it shows how much money it requires to become that girl. And it shows that to be that girl, you need to have all of these materialistic things, which is just completely unattainable for every single person. Like, you can be productive without having an amazing apartment. You can be productive without having perfect white bed sheets or anything like that. That said, these are perfect white bed sheets, but this is my parents' room. So in conclusion, I think a negative side to the That Girl trend is it suggests that you need to have a lot of money to be able to be productive and successful in life. So my next issue with the That Girl trend is there are many issues surrounding race, fat phobia and eating disorders. So in all of the videos, I always just see these slim girls going to the gym. I know I'm a slim girl, so I will never know what it's fully like, but I do know what it is like to feel pressure to look a certain way. The end goal is always to be slim. And to be honest, I think that makes this trend really fat phobic. It suggests that you need to be skinny to be successful. Who came up with that? That's just so stupid. I also see that a lot of the clothes that those girls wear are from Brandy Melville. Everyone knows why Brandy Melville is quite a controversial brand, because it only makes clothes in one size. Like, I tried a pair of sweatpants on in the changing room once and I had a mental breakdown. It was one of the worst moments of my life. The clothes are literally made for 13-year-old girls, not fully developed curvy women. And again, it just suggests that you have to be slim, which is awful for people who are plus size or who aren't a size 4 or aren't a 12-year-old girl. Okay, my next issue is around racism, and if you search up That Girl aesthetic on Pinterest or TikTok, 99% of the pictures you will see are white girls. Again, I'm not a person of colour, so I have no idea what it is like, but it's so not inclusive. It's like you have to be white to be successful, which is just awful and not true. And the last one is issues around eating disorders and diet culture. So I see loads of videos where people are promoting extremely low calorie diets, and TikTok's algorithm can push these videos out to anyone. Like, what if it reaches a really impressionable teenager? What if it reaches someone who hasn't started to recover from their eating disorder yet? And what if it reaches someone who has an exercise obsession? There's a lot of dangers to promoting diet culture. I came across a TikTok the other day, and I think that the girl posted it very innocently, like she looked like she was a very sporty girl. She posted a video about what she ate in a day. I was really interested to see what the comments were because there were so many. The comments showed me two things. It showed me how viewers could be negatively impacted, but it also showed me how comments from the viewers could impact the person posting the video. For me personally, the amount of food in the video would not be enough for me. However, I would never comment or post anything that said that her video was triggering or unhelpful because it's none of my business. We have no idea what her BMI is, what her height to weight is, or whether she has to follow a specific diet for her sport or anything like that. We have no idea. She was getting so much hate on the comments, and I'll put them on the screen so you guys can see the sheer horribleness of some of the viewers. All these comments must have had such a negative impact on her. These comments show another toxic angle of this trend, because I'm sure that the girl felt awful when she saw all of these comments. Another awful thing that I saw was how triggering the video was for people who struggle with food. They were comparing their bodies in the comments. They might even try and reduce the amount of food that they eat so that they could look like that girl. And some people even became really competitive in the comments. Like, I'll insert it here, but it was just awful, and I was like, that is so not necessary. That does not help anyone. Okay, I'm now going to share a personal account of why I think that this trend is so toxic, and I'm just going to put a trigger warning here. I'm going to be talking about anorexia, and there is going to be a mention of calories, so I'll put a timestamp here in case you want to skip past this section of the video, but if you do want to watch this part, keep watching. So I'm going to share a personal anecdote of how toxic this trend can be. I developed anorexia nervosa in October 2020, and now that I have recovered, I can honestly say that this trend worsened my eating disorder. I began to over-exercise even in the middle of the night. I used to eat less than 1,000 calories a day, and I would revise for my IB exams from 8 AM to 3 AM. At the time, I thought these videos were so motivating and making me be so successful. But what I didn't know was that these motivating videos were destroying my life mentally and physically. Okay, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually really like making commentaries just because I find it very interesting. So let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas about what commentaries I could do, or share any comments that you have about the that girl trend. I'd be really interested to hear your opinions. Be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!